Today I wanted to make a new video on how to use the extruders. I did make a video about 2 years ago and it basically just covered the Makin Extruder. This is a knockoff version of the Makin. Typically the Makin is green. So anyways, I just thought I would do an updated version with all three of the different extruders so you could see how they worked. And I could give more detail, and I've learned a lot in the 2 years since I made that video. So what I'm going to do is extrude some elements for you and basically show you how it works. So there is my soap dough that's already prepped. You can see I've rolled it kind of into lengths. So all I have to do is put it in the extruder. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the piece that I want to extrude. In this case, I'm going to be extruding my sunflower because I need a length of that. So I just put it in the cap, take my tube, and screw it on. And sometimes you might need to shift it if it's a really large, like this one fills it basically from edge to edge. So I just shifted the disc to make sure it was centered so nothing was getting cut off. Then I'm going to take my soap dough and just stick it in the tube. So this extruder, it's all one piece, and I'm just getting it down to the bottom. Once it's down to the bottom, I can go ahead and insert it, and I'll just screw it on. Now that it's all set, we can start extruding. This one is basically just a crank. So when I extrude, I like to put my thumb over the top, and I just extrude until the soap gets pushed down. And once I can feel it gently pushing against my thumb, then I take it off. And now I'm just going to extrude. So when you extrude, sometimes things will curve, especially depends on the design. If it's a really thin opening, that will happen more often. But if you just extrude and you see it starts curving, you can straighten it along the way. Basically, I am just going to spin this crank to get this extruded. Now, this sunflower is half of a side, so I'm going to have to extrude this again to get the other half. Then I have to extrude the middle, and then I have a leaf for the stem part. So there are multiple steps, but extruding it is basically this simple. So there we go. And I have a length. I'll set that aside. And then basically you can unscrew the top a little bit so that you have room to, so you just unscrew, pull it off, and you can put more in and start extruding again until you have all the elements that you need. So this is the Makin or any of the knockoff versions, which holds the 18mm discs, because these are the smallest disc size. The Fimo, which is not being made as far as I can tell anymore. I have not been able to find it. There's some, I have some links on my webpage where I found some random art suppliers that are companies that still have some in stock, and they're all overseas. But this one holds a 23mm disc, and it's the same concept. The lid, put your disc in, screw that on, and now you're going to put your soap in the tube. This crank, it's a little bit different. So again, I'll just slide this down, and I'm going to screw this on. You'll notice, like, well, how do I turn this? There's a third part. The handle goes on, and you can basically now crank it. So I'm just going to get it down. Once it gets started, I will remove my thumb. Okay, it's starting to come out. And I'm just going to go ahead and crank the handle and extrude the length that I need. So again, same concept as the Makin, it's just the tube is a little bit different when it comes to the crank and the handle. So those are your 18 millimeter and your 23 millimeter, the Makin and the Fimo extruders. The other extruder is the Jerky Gun. That's the really big, this guy right here. So there are a couple options. There are art supplies that sell clay supplies, and they have clay guns. You can get a jerky gun, which if you go on Amazon and search jerky, you will see lots and lots of different options come up. It's a jerky maker, but it works for soap. And it's the same concept as, they're all basically the same concept. So pretty much I think any is fine. I've tried a number of different ones. They're all about equal. I Dream in Soap also sells her own, which is I think slightly heavy duty, more heavy duty than the jerky guns. So this, you hold this down and you can push or pull this piece up. For the disc, same concept with the base piece. I need to make some cars, trucks I should say. So I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to put that in there and then screw that on. So now I'm going to take my soap dough that I've prepped and stick that all in there. Now, depending on the size of your opening, I don't recommend filling your extruder. This opening I know it's not too thin. If you have really thin openings, if this opening is really small, you're gonna have a really hard time and potentially you can break the extruder. This one I know I can get away with, so I will, but a lot of times I recommend filling it half or a quarter if you have really small openings you're trying to extrude. I usually won't go more than a quarter because it's just too much pressure on your hands, the disc, and this mechanism here. So for this, it's just squeeze handle. So again, I hold my finger over the opening just until I get the soap pushed down. And it's easy to start. My soap dough is pretty well conditioned, so that it's not overly hard. And then I'm just going to gently and slowly squeeze to get this to start extruding. I just go very slowly. This is not one of those where I think you can squeeze really hard and get it to come out fast, so you're going to potentially break the extruder and not have good results. So, and I also think your hand will hate you. Definitely it takes some hand strength. So I'm just going to slowly go and extrude the length that I need to make this embed. I have a very long piece. I will cut this in to two smaller lengths in a moment. So now that it's done, I can unscrew, and then I just push the disc to the side until I can get it off. And then you can unscrew this just gently, because there's still going to be a little bit of soap left, pull to get it out. And there you have it. So they're not hard to use. You definitely need to be, like, there are some tips with this one, and again, one of those, depending on the size of the opening you're extruding, not overfilling it can make a huge difference on your hands, how easy it is to extrude, the life of your extruder, just less pressure on all of the pieces and everything. The Makin and the Fimo, I say Fimo, but I think it's Fimo, extruders are pretty easy to use as well. But I just wanted to give an updated version on how I use the extruders to give you a few new tips and tricks and show you what I do. So I hope that was helpful.